Let's get it. There have been a ton of high APY platforms coming out and a lot of different ways for you to earn some really good passive income. My last couple of videos have been going over a couple protocols like this, and I think I may have found another one. Once again, I need to remind you that these are very, very risky plays, so always do your own research and don't invest any more than you are willing to lose. This is another project that's launching on the Cronos network, so let's go. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Crypto Cabin. My name is Tom, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at another potential really high APY play on the Cronos network called Cronaswap. If you're new to the channel, please scroll on down, leave this video a thumbs up, then hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you get notified for when I post these new videos. Without any further ado here, let's jump right in. So I talked to you guys about VVS Finance a couple of videos ago and said that if the platform looked like it worked really well, I would consider putting more into this. As you can see now, I have put a little bit more into this one. I now have just over $300 US in it. We are currently sitting at just under 1700% APY. And when I was looking around through VVS Finance, you can check out the Explorer here for the Cronos network. And then when I was over here, you go click on tokens, and then you can see all of the other tokens here on the Cronos network and kind of how their popularity is by holder count. So when I scrolled through this, obviously VVS is at the top. It's one of the most popular ones. And then you scroll down, and these are all stablecoin, wrapped CRO. And then the next one down here is called Cronaswap. So I thought, interesting, let's take a look at what this is. So I did a quick search for it on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. You can do either one. And then you can go and take a look at their white paper. You can join their, I think they have a Telegram and Discord group. Yep. And then you can check them out on Twitter and Medium. So always go do your own research there. And then they have their own app, of course, that is ready to launch. So with Cronaswap here, you can just go over to CoinMarketCap, click on their white paper and check that out. Come through here. Got a light paper in here, and then we want to look at tokenomics perhaps. You can scroll through all that. They also have an airdrop coming up where you would need to come on down here to the mainnet airdrop, this B1. So there's potential 700,000 Krona being dropped. Then you got to follow these rules in order to potentially receive some of that airdrop. So you have until December 12th in order to do this if you want to take part. So you have just under a week at this point in order to get this up and out there. You need to go all the way down here, fill out this Google form, retweet that link, and then we need to interact with their Cronaswap app itself. So that comes in part 2 here. We need to participate in actual transactions in one or all pools. So we are going to go and do that right now. So here is the website, Cronaswap. I think this is a fork of PancakeSwap, but on the Cronos network, so slightly different. We have about a $64 million market cap right now. We have a burn mechanism in this one as well. Right now, that's how much circulating supply or total supply there are right now. So, as with VVS tokens, when I went over that, or with VVS Finance, I showed you guys how you need to transfer some CRO from your Crypto.com wallet into your Metamask. And with your Metamask, you also needed to make sure to add the Cronos mainnet. So this is really, really quite simple. You'll just need to add in when I went to do VVS Finance, it just popped up in there. If you have not been able to add the Cronos network on to your MetaMask, this is the information you are going to need. So I'll pause over this for a second. You need to network name, Cronos mainnet, there's the RPC URL, chain ID, currency symbol, and then the block Explorer URL. You don't need these last two, but always good idea to put those in there anyway. So that is what you would add into your MetaMask. You would simply go to over here, click there, if you don't see Cronos mainnet yet, you would click on Add Network, and then you would add in the Cronos network information, like I said, into these spots. Once you've got your Cronos mainnet added, then you would need to send some CRO from your Crypto.com wallet into your Metamask. So I have put in a little bit of CRO into here for this transaction, or what I'm going to do with Cronos or Cronaswap. When you do withdraw from your Crypto.com wallet, make sure that you are using Cronos mainnet to withdraw, not ERC20 or CRO, because you need to make sure that this is going right to the Cronos mainnet in your MetaMask. So I do have about 600 CRO that we're going to play around with. Keep in mind, we don't want to use all of the CRO for our transactions because we need a little bit of CRO left over should we want to perform any more transactions on either Cronaswap or VVS Finance. We need to make sure that we have some left over for those transaction fees. Let's take a look at the farming options. So you can see right now, these are always your pairs. You're always going to need to have some sort of liquidity pair for that. But for myself personally, we are going to go check out the launch pools. So when we come in here, just like we needed to do with VVS Finance and the other platforms that I've talked about, we are going to need to enable any one of these that you want to partake in. So I want to do the automatic Krona. So if we click enable there, we should have to confirm this transaction as per usual. So that is completely normal. Like I said, make sure you have some CRO in there in your MetaMask so that you can partake in these sorts of things. You're going to need to pay transaction fees to stake, to unstake, enable this contract, and then put it in. Lots of different things that you're going to need fees for. The fees are not too bad though. So we will wait for this transaction to go through, and then I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Contract enabled. That took a little bit longer than I think VVS Finance did, but could be my internet too. Anyways, we have approved that. Not sure. Well, there's the APY. Just showed up there. So right now we can get almost 2,200% APY, which is slightly better than VVS Finance was at this point in time. Most of these platforms, the earlier you get in or the earlier you start staking, the higher the APY rewards are at that given point in time. As more users enter, the APY usually decreases over time. So let's go ahead, and I want to try to stake. Shoot. Insufficient Krona balance. So I'm going to need to buy some Krona. Like I said, we want to try to switch some CRO to CRONA. So I think I need to wait for my CRO balance to show up here. So already, I mean, it could totally be my internet today because I live in the middle of nowhere. But already, compared to when I was working with VVS Finance, Cronaswap is already a little more glitchy so far, I would say. Like my CRO balance from my wallet, even though my wallet is connected, is not showing up here. And there we go. It finally did show up, but the APY was also not showing up for a little while as well. So a little bit slower. VVS Finance was way smoother so far. So I could do max, right? I don't necessarily want to do max though, because like I said, we do need some left over for transaction fees, or some CRO left over for transaction fees down the road. So let's do 580 so I keep some left over, and I want to swap that. Let's see what the transaction fees are like. Potentially yeah, accept that. 1.450 transaction fee. This is saying it's a little less. And then, as always, add to MetaMask. It's already added. I already added it. Perfect. Okay. So, swap has gone through. That was pretty quick that time. So that's awesome. 580 CRO for 277-ish CRONA. Now, should have a little bit left for CRO in order to do the rest of my transaction fees. Let's go back to the pools and let's try to stake whatever I have there. So still not letting me do it for some reason. There we go. Just needed to refresh a little bit. Let's stake the maximum. Confirm. Annual ROI at current rates, $7,000-ish, which would be pretty sweet. So I've put in roughly now the same amount in on Cronaswap as I have on VVS, and we will see which one performs better. Obviously right now CRONA has a slightly higher APY at this point in time. This is close to 2,200. VVS Finance is about 1,700%, but we will see what turns out better. Even if, like I've talked about before, I think what I'm going to try to do is hopefully get my initial investment out, or double this from staking, take out the initial investment, and then put that towards something else. Staked. Awesome. Your funds have been staking in the pool. So they should be. I don't see it showing up right now. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is just a little bit glitchy or if it's my internet. There we go. Okay, now it's showing up. Beautiful. Okay. So you could see there even the APY came down a little bit once I started staking my stuff in the pool. This is very typical for most staking pools like this, 0.1% unstaking fee until you've staked for at least 3 days. So if you re-stake, or if you stake more, the timer is going to reset, which is very similar. That's basically what I did. I just put in a little bit more into VVS Finance here before this video, and it reset my unstaking fee. So this one's actually going up a little bit right now. Wonder if people are migrating out of it. Who knows? But I've got about $308 in that one right now. And where is my Cronaswap? Is about 325. So very similar amounts put in there. We will see which one performs better. So that is it for today, team. Thank you so much for watching. And if you got some value out of this video, please scroll on down, leave this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you get notified for when I post these new videos. If you have any other topics you would like me to discuss on this channel, please hit me up in the comments section and I will get to it. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time on the next episode from the Crypto Cabin.